Hello dear students, good morning. Let us start today's lecture on trigonometry. Okay, now we are learning some questions based on the previous lecture. That is the question here, find the area swept by the minute hand of a clock of length 6 centimeter is 20 minutes. So you have to find the area. Okay, I just tell you here, you have a clock. Okay, these type of questions are not important for JEE mains. Okay, these questions are only important for boards, and I can say that some of the CET exams, like state-wise exams. Okay, now just see here, find the area swept by the minute hand of a clock of length 6 centimeters in 20 minutes. So there is a minute hand clock, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a clock, and you have a minute hand of a clock. Okay, minute hand of clock, and that length of this is 6 centimeter, and you have to find it is traveled 20 minutes. So you have to find the area swept by this minute hand of a clock. So this 6 centimeters is swept, this area is asking to find what is the area swept by the minute hand of a clock having 6 centimeter in 20 minutes. That is the question you have. So area of the sector, this is the area of the sector. Area of the sector is equal to formula you have already in class 10th you have learned, and yesterday I gave, that is half theta r square. This is the area of the sector. So here theta is what? Here theta is the angle. Okay, so you know that in 60 minutes the minute hand makes 360 degrees. So minute hand of a clock, 60 minutes it takes 360 degrees. Then 20 minutes it takes how many degrees? That is the question mark. Let us take this is x, and they do the cross multiplication. X into 60 is equal to 360 into 20. So here 0 gets cancelled. 36 times 6 is 0 cancel, and 120 degrees is the answer. So x is equal to, you got 120 degrees. Okay, so x is 120 degrees, the theta is 120 degrees, but whenever you are finding area or length, you should convert the angle into radians, not in the degree measurement. So we will convert this x in this angle in the radian measure. Okay, so radian measure, yesterday I told you how you want to convert into radian measure. This theta is equal to 120 can convert into pi by 180. You have to multiply with pi by 180 to get into the radian measure. So 0 can cancel out, 3 4s 3 6 gets cancel out, and 2 2s 2 3s gets cancel out. The answer is 2 pi by 3 is the answer for theta. Okay, theta value is 2 pi by 3. Area you have to find, area is equal to how much? Half into 2 pi by 3 into r is the radius, that is 6 square, that is 1 by 2 into 2 pi by 3 into 6 square is 36. Hope you understand. This 2 and this 2 will be cancelled out. Okay, and then you are going to get as here 3 1s 3 2s gets cancelled out. 12 pi is the answer. 12 pi centimeters is the answer. So pi value here we can use 3.14, or you can 12 pi is your answer, or 12 into 3.14. This is the way to deal the problems. Let us see one more question on this. Hello students, let us see another question here. Find the angle between the minute hand of the hour hand of a clock when the time is 7:20 a.m. This is the question here asked here. So let us see how to find this problem. Okay, now let's find out the angle between the minute hand of a hour hand of a clock when the time is 7:20 a.m. Okay, now let us take the clock here, and you have timing here 12 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 7:20. Okay, this is the 7 o'clock and this is 20. Okay, 7:20 a.m. in the morning. So when it is 7:20, suppose the minute hand is on the 12, this will be exactly on 7. But if it is moves, the minute hand moves here, then this not exactly on 7, it will be slightly move more than 7. Okay, so he is asking what is the angle between them. Okay, you have to find this angle. Okay, are you getting it what I said? Okay, so here you know that in hours, if you 12 hours is equal to 360 degrees. So 12 hours is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, 12 hours is 360 degrees. So 7 hours 20 minutes is how many degrees? 7 hours 20 minutes. 7 hours 20 minutes, that is can be written as 7 into 20 by 60. Okay, so 0 0 gets cancelled, 2 1s are 2 3s gets cancelled. This is 22 by 3 hours. So if you convert this one, 7 hours 20 is exactly in hours, so you get as 20 by 60. So you are going to get how much here? 22 by 3 hours. So 12 hours is this many angle, then 22 by 3 hours is equal to how much angle? That is the question mark. So let us do the cross multiplication here. X into 12 is equal to 360 into 22 by 3. Let us cancel this one. 3 1s are 3 2s are 0. And you can cancel this 12 and this 10 times it will cancel. So X is equal to 220 degrees. Means our hand is at 720. This our hand is making 220 degrees. Our hand making how many degrees? 220 degrees. Let us discuss about minute hand. You know that minute hand, let us discuss. This is about the hour hand. Okay, our hand is making this thing. Okay, our hand making 220 degrees. So minute hand will make how much? That's you have to find. Minute hand makes how much? That is here, you know that 60 minutes is equal to 360 degrees, right? 60 minutes is equal to 360 minutes. 360 degrees. Then 1 minute is 20 minutes is equal to how many degrees? In 20 minutes, how many degrees it takes? That's you should know. So let us take this is X and do the cross multiplication. So what I am going to get here, X into 60 is equal to 360 into 20. And here the 0 0 gets cancelled, 6 6 is 0 cancel out. So this is 120 degrees. So minute hand is making 120 degrees and our hand is making 220 degrees. So the angle between them will be, the angle between them is equal to 220 minus 120, that is 100 degrees is the answer. So angle made by them is 100 degrees is the answer. This is the way to do is that these are the questions are very important for competitive exams. If you want to find the angle when the time is there, so you have to do using the trigonometry in this way. Without trigonometry also you can use it, business mathematics. Using business mathematics also we can do, but we are talking about trigonometry, we deal with the problem with trigonometry. Now we are moving into the important topic of trigonometry, that is new topic and it's very important, allied angles. So let us start that. See, now we are entering into the main topic of IIT JEE. Now we are entering in trigonometry main topic, that is real definition of T ratios, that is trigonometric ratios real definition. Actually whatever you have learned in the class 10, that is not the real definition of trigonometry. Now this is the real definition of the trigonometry. What is this is, let's see here. Let us take a unit circle or any random circle, okay, on the x-axis and y-axis. So this is an x-axis, this is a y-axis, and this is x dash and this is y dash. So we are taking like this, okay, we are taking axis, on that we are taking a circle. You can, if you are taking unit circle, you can take unit circle, or you can take randomly with the some radius of the circle. So if I take a random length of the circle, this is the if I take a point in this quadrant, that is px comma y in the first quadrant, so this here to here this distance is x, and here to here this distance is y, all you know this. Now you know that if you join this perpendicular from here to here, what happens, this distance whatever is there on the coordinate system, if you observe in the coordinate system, the distance from here to here, whatever is there, suppose this is O, this is P, this is Q, this is R, the distance OQ and distance PR is same, because this is a quadrant system. This is the x length on the x-axis. This distance and this distance will be same, and this distance and this distance will be same. That's what you know. So what you take as here, if it is an angle, this is the line which making an angle theta here. If this is the point, if I take a point on this circle, you can take a point on the circle in the first quadrant. This is the circle. Let us take a point on the circle px comma y. If I join from the origin, this point, then you get a line segment. This line segment makes an angle, positive angle with the positive direction of x-axis. This is what is the theta. theta. So this theta will derive all the t ratios. This angle will derive all these t ratios. So sine theta is equal to, here is, as you know sine theta is equal to, what is the formula? Opposite by hypotenuse. And you know this is the length of radius. This OP is the length of the radius. OP is what? Length of the radius. Okay, OP is the length of the radius, means here to here is the radius, this length is r, and here to here is the radius, that length is r. Hope you are understanding. So sine theta is equal to what here? Sine theta is equal to nothing but, we can say that hypotenuse by opposite by hypotenuse. What is opposite here? Y coordinate. Y coordinate by hypotenuse is what here? Radius. So if you are taking in terms of circle, if you observe in terms of circle, the definition will be what here? Sine theta is equal to y coordinate by, suppose if I am taking here in this coordinate system any point x comma y, if I am taking any point x comma y in this plane, in this quadrant, okay, then if I join this one, the sine theta value is y coordinate by radius. Y coordinate by radius is the sine theta value. These are the useful things in future in many lectures. So if you know the point in the quadrant, in the plane, in the quadrant, and you are joining this one, then the sine theta value is nothing but, what is the sine theta here? Y coordinate by radius. Y coordinate by radius. What is the cos theta here? X coordinate by radius. X coordinate by radius is the x coordinate by radius. If it is a unit circle, this is a unit circle, and you want to know in according to the radius condition, if you want to know what is sine theta is y coordinate by radius, and cos theta is what? X coordinate by radius. I'll use this thing, this definition in future in many proofs. So you have to remember this thing. Even I used in vectors, you may have seen the vectors there in the topic, I explained many times. So sine theta is y coordinate by radius, cos theta is x coordinate by radius. Why you are getting here? You know that opposite by what? Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is y coordinate and hypotenuse radius. And exactly if you want to see that, actually in another terms we can say this is the projection of this. Suppose you are taking this is, but I don't want to explain this that much level. So here this is the origin and this is the point P. If it is, this is OP is a rod. If OP is a rod, the projection of OP on the x-axis, the projection on the OP on the x-axis will be there. The projection of OP on the y-axis will be there. The projection of OP on the x-axis is that is x, and the projection of OP on the y-axis, that is y. That's what you have. So here the sine theta is equal to nothing but y coordinate by radius, cos theta is equal to x coordinate by radius. Here this y and this y is same. That means the ratio of y divided by the ratio of radius, the ratio of y coordinate divided by the ratio of radius, that is gives sine theta. The ratio of x coordinate and divided by radius, that is give cos theta. If I want to speak in this term, the projection of y divided by the rod, that is we give that rod is gives sine theta, and the projection of x, the projection of OP on x divided by the rod, that will give you cos theta. So this is the new definition. If you know two definitions, and the other definitions of trigonometric ratios are derived from these only. So sine theta, then sec theta, cosec theta, and cosec theta is a reciprocal of this. Cosec theta is a reciprocal of cos, and tan will be dividing, and cot will be you will getting. But main thing is why we are learning this. That is, I'll explain you. This is most important. That's why I'm explaining you. Let us take, this is the radius here, r comma 0. This length is the point on the point on x-axis. This point will be what? What is the point here? You know this distance is radius. This distance is radius. So the point on the x-axis r comma 0. The point on the y-axis will be 0. This is the radius. Okay, this is the length of the radius. If the point on y-axis 0 comma r, the point on the x-axis here is negative side, so minus r comma 0. The point on the y-axis here will be 0 comma minus r. So why I am explaining means, suppose I want to find sine 0 degrees. How it is came sine 0 degrees? Sine 0 is what here? Y coordinate by radius. Okay, what is y coordinate here? 0. in this you can see this 0 degrees means this is the line, this is the line of the 0 degrees, and the y coordinate is here y coordinate is 0. So 0, sine theta is 0, 0 by radius, 0 by anything is 0, sine 0 is 0, you got like this. This is the beauty of mathematics. And if I want to know sine 90 degrees, sine 90 degrees, sine 90 degrees, what is the formula? Y coordinate by radius. What is y coordinate here? R, here r by r by r, that is equal to 1. Sine 90 degrees is equal to 1, sine 0 is equal to 0, like that. If I want to find cos 0 degrees, what is cos 0 degrees here? Cos means if I take 0 degrees, this is the 0 degrees, okay. So 0 degrees, cos theta definition is x coordinate by radius. X coordinate is what? R. X coordinate is what? R by r, that is equal to 1. So cos 0 is 1, sine 0 is 0, sine 90 is 1. So if I go for cos 90 degrees, 90 degrees is, this is the 90 degrees line. So if I take x coordinate by radius, x coordinate is 0, 0 by radius, so 0 by radius is equal to 0. This is the beauty of mathematics, you know. And here tan theta, what is the tan theta? You know tan theta is nothing but sine theta by cos theta, right? Sine theta by cos theta. If I want to find sine 0, then 0 by 1, 0 by 1, tan 0 is equal to 0. So if I go for 90 degrees, sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0, tan 90 will be 1 by 0, 1 by 0 is undefined, so tan 90 is undefined. So all these sine 90, sine 0, sine 90, cos 0, cos 90, you got here, right? So if you got that one, why can't you get 180 degrees also? This is main concept I want to teach you. So you try to understand today's lecture. Today's lecture is most important for JEE mathematics. If you understand these lectures, and coming lectures all are, now we are entered into the real JEE, means we are entered into the real trigonometric part, and previously whatever you have learned, that is a basic part of trigonometry. Hope you understand. Let's see, I'll make you understand that 180 degrees and 360 degrees, all 270 degrees also. Okay, see here, now I want to know sine. If I want to know sine 180 degrees, okay, sine 180 degrees. What is sine 180 degrees? You just remember this picture every time. Sine 180 degrees, you come to here, sine 180 is here, right? Sine is, what is the formula here? Y coordinate, that is minus r divided by radius. So minus r divided by radius, that is equal to minus 1. So if I want to find cos 180 degrees, cos 180 degrees, cos 180 degrees is, this is the line, this is the 180 degrees line. So this is 180 degrees line, and if I want to find cos value here, cos is what? X coordinate by radius, that is 0 by radius, that is equal to 0. That's the beauty. So sine 80 is minus 1, cos 180 is sine 180 degrees is minus 1, and cos 180 degrees is 0. Hope you understand. Now let us go for the tan also, tan 180 degrees. So tan 180 degrees means minus 1 by 0. Minus 1 by 0 is undefined, minus infinity. That's what I am going to get it. So here, this is the way you have to understand the concept of trigonometry. Okay, let us go for 270 degrees is equal to, okay, we can learn for 270 degrees all these things. Today is the most important class, and you are going to learn all allied angles also. Next topic is that. Let's see here. Now what I am going to do here, 180, okay, 180 over 270, we move on the 270. Sine 270 degrees is how much? Times 270 is, this is the point is 0 comma minus r. So sine theta is y coordinate by radius, that is minus r by minus r. So y coordinate by radius minus r by r, that is equal to minus 1. That's what I am getting, right? Cos theta is equal to what? Cos 270 degrees. Cos 270 degrees is equal to what? X coordinate. X coordinate is what here? X coordinate is 0, right? X coordinate is 0. 0 by radius, 0 by r is equal to 0. That's what I am getting. Okay, now let us go for 360 degrees here. 360 degrees also, sine 360 degrees. Sine 360 means again you come here. Again this place you are coming. So sine 360 is y coordinate, 0 by radius, that is 0. Cos 360 degrees. Cos 360 degrees, that is how much here? Cos radius by radius, that is equal to 1. So this is the way you will understand this concept. Okay, this is a new definition that is called as a real definition of the trigonometry. Hope you understand this, but we are going to start the new one that's most important for you all. That is allied angles. Allied angles is very important topic, and you need to understand this concept. Okay, Allied angles. What are the allied angles? Is minus theta plus theta, like minus theta 90 plus or minus theta, 360 plus or minus theta, 180 plus or minus theta, 270 plus or minus theta, 450 plus or minus theta. All these, like 450 is a multiple of 90, right? So like 90 multiples, this is 90, this is 90 multiple, this 92s are 93s are 90 into 3 270, 90 into 2 180, 90 into 4 360, 90 multiples, all 90 multiples plus or minus thetas, all 90 multiples plus or minus thetas, they all called as, here is 90 into 0, okay, 90 into 0 plus or minus theta, okay. So here whatever you have, the angles which are multiples of 90 plus or minus theta, all we called as allied angles. So that is the definition here. Sum or difference of the two angles is either 0 or multiple of 90 are called allied angles. Okay, now we are going to move on the main topic. Okay, hope you understand what I have told you now. Now we are moving into the real part, and then after we are going to learn how to draw the graph, and we are going to learn many things in trigonometry now. Let's see here. Here I am taking x-axis, y-axis and x-axis. Okay, this is x dash and y dash. Hope you understand here. What I am going to teach you now, it is 0 degrees. Okay, this is 0 degrees, and this is here 90 degrees. This point is 90 degrees, and if I move on, this is 180 degrees, and this is 270 degrees, and this is again 360 degrees. Okay, this 60 after I can move on, right? 90 I can add it. That's 90. If I add, I can get here 450 degrees. Okay, if I add again 90, how much I am going to get here? This is, I am going to get here 540 degrees. Okay, here I am going to get here 540 degrees. Okay, if I move on, 540 plus 90, that is how much you are going to get here 60 and 630 degrees. 630 degrees, correct? 630 degrees. Here 540 plus 60 is 600, 690, 630. Yeah, 630 plus 90, you are going to get 70 and 720 degrees. Okay, so go on, move on. This circle is moving on, this will be moving on. So what I want to tell you here is, if it is, the angle is this in the first quadrant, the angle is more than the 0, like 0, 15 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 35 degrees, 40 degrees, 45, 60, 70, 75, 80, till 90 degrees it will move. So this angle in the first quadrant I can write as 90 minus theta. This is 90 minus theta. This is moving more than 90, I can write as 90 plus theta. And here this is 180 below, so I can write as 180 minus theta. And this is 180 above, that is I can write as 180 plus theta. And this is 270 below, that is 270 minus theta. And it is more than 270 plus theta. And this is less than 360 minus theta. It is moving 360 above, 360 plus theta. Like that we can move on. If I want to go here 450 plus theta, I can write 450 minus theta also here. So this is 450, like that, move on, we can write like this. So these in the quadrant, these are the angles, you have to remember it. What I am going to teach is allied angles, the rules of that I am going to teach you now. So here this is 270 minus theta, 360 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 90 plus theta, 180 plus theta, like this. Here you remember this, all students take coffee. Okay, all students take coffee. I just explain you that I am taking a rule, that is all students take coffee, all silver teacups we use. Generally these proofs are not important, that remembering this is most important. Even I will tell you proof also if you want. All silver teacups, if you are taking here, all students take coffee here. So all means all trigonometric ratios like sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, and sine reciprocal is cosec theta, cos reciprocal is sec theta, cot theta, all are positive in this. You should know in the first quadrant who is positive. Means I am explaining about the trigonometric ratios, in which quadrant they are positive or negative. That's what I am doing here. Now in the first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. Okay, is a sine indicates students indicates the sine, so therefore sine theta, why you will get, I'll explain. Okay, don't worry. So this is sine theta, sine reciprocal is what we can say, that is cosec theta, and these two are positive in this quadrant, and remain others are negative. Remain all are negative. You should remember this concept, then you will do many problems. Okay, and here if it comes to this quadrant, let us comes to this quadrant, what you can understand here is all tan, take, this is tan, and tan reciprocal is chord, and these both are positive here, and the rest all the things are negative, okay. And this is a coffee is related to cos, so this is cos theta, and cos reciprocal is sec, and that is sec theta, and these two are positive in the fourth quadrant. So what I am going to teach you that where in which quadrant the trigonometric ratios are positive or negative. So here you come to know in the first quadrant all are positive, in the second quadrant sine and cosec are positive, in the third quadrant tan and cot is positive, and in the fourth quadrant, that is sec and cosec are positive. Why we are getting these all the things? Let us take a point here, and you can take the circle, even you can take the circle. I'm not drawing here, just make you understand this is a circle I'm taking here. Let us draw here a perpendicular line, and this is the point P, x comma y, and you know this is the theta, and this is the 90 degrees. Okay, then sine theta here, this is x is positive, here y also positive, here x is positive and y is positive, and radius is always positive. Radius is first quadrant, this x value is positive, y value positive, radius is positive. So if I find all trigonometric ratios in this first quadrant, all I will get positive only. And if I comes to this here if I take here is the concept here, if I take, then this point will be, this point, in this you have learned in the class 9th, okay, in the class 9th you have learned this is the point, and the image of this point will be what? Minus y comma x. This will be minus y comma x, okay, this point will be minus y comma x, because will be the minus y comma x, this is x comma y, then minus y comma x. So you can use this thing later, okay, this is not an important thing right now. Okay, now you can see this will be negative, means this side will be negative, this side will be, I am not giving proof, I am just, if I want to give the proof, I can take minus y comma x here, and I can compare both the triangles. Both triangles will be congruent, like here if this is theta, then this will be theta, like we can compare many things. This is 90 plus theta, it's 90 plus theta, this is theta, like we can compare the things. Two triangles are congruent, we can say. After that I can explain, but this makes you so much disturbed, means you will not understand clearly. So I just simply will say here this is the negative, so this is negative, and here it is the positive, this is positive. You can see this is the hypotenuse, then this is adjacent, and this is opposite of this one, okay, this is opposite. If I take this point wise, just simply point wise, if I want to take, actually I can take the point on the circle, right? I can take a point on the circle. If I drop, you will understand this one, okay. Hope you understand, otherwise I'll make it more clear. If you want, I'll give the proof, even this is not a big deal, okay. If I take a point here, if I take a point there and join this one, okay, if I join this one, if I draw the perpendicular and join, and this point will be minus y comma x, okay. So this distance is minus y, and this is x actually, if you take this. Otherwise you can see that opposite adjacent, like that condition, okay. You can just see that one. If this is the theta, this is the opposite side. Let us consider this is opposite side to the theta, and this is adjacent side to the theta. This is adjacent side to the theta, and this is the radius. This is the radius. There is no change in the radius. So you can see that opposite is positive. This is a y-axis is positive here. Adjacent is negative, and the hypotenuse is positive. Here hypotenuse is positive, and adjacent side is positive, and opposite side is positive, and hypotenuse is positive, adjacent is negative, this is positive. So what you can say here, opposite by hypotenuse, that is sine theta, that is positive, that ratio is positive. What is the reciprocal of that? The reciprocal of that is hypotenuse by opposite. So these both are positive here. sine theta. So what you understand here, sine theta and cosec theta are positive. Reason is that this is the opposite side is positive, adjacent side is negative. So adjacent negative, then cos theta will be what? Cos theta will be negative. So what you get here, this value, this length is negative, so I am going to get as cos is negative. Cos negative, then sec is negative. If they are negative, then the rest all, when you are dividing by the other will be negative. Only sine and cosec is the positive here. Understood? This is the main point you have to understand. Okay, so I will not explain in this way the image in that way. I'll just explain in opposite direction, opposite adjacent, like that. That will be most easy, so student will not confuse much. So hope you understand here. So why you got here sine cosec is positive and remain why it is negative. Same way here also you can go for the quadrant 4 also. Here also you can see that you can take a right angle triangle here. You can take a right angle triangle here. This will be negative. This will be negative. If I am talking about adjacent, not x1 by x and y, because this reflection will come another thing. If I speak x and y, people will think I am speaking wrong. So it is, I am just speaking about the angles here. Okay, if you take a perpendicular, this is the 90 degrees, this is the 90 degrees. According to this angle, if I speak about this angle, you see here it's opposite side and this is opposite, and this is you can see that it is opposite and this is adjacent, right? So if I go into this triangle, this is what we can say as we can say that this one, if I take a point here, if I take a point on the circle, if I join this is the radius, and if I drop a perpendicular, you are going to get, this is right angle triangle. So this is right angle triangle, and this one is negative and this one is negative. These both are negative. Means adjacent side is negative and this one also negative. These both are negative, and this is r is positive. So you know tan theta is equal to what? Opposite by adjacent, means negative by negative positive. Cot theta also adjacent by, so negative by negative will be positive. So tan theta is here positive in the third quadrant. Okay, so if I take another point on this circle and if I join this one, if I join here, this is a perpendicular here, if it is the theta here, this one is a positive and this one is a positive. These both are positive. Okay, this is positive, this is negative, okay, this is negative because below x-axis this is negative and this is positive, and you can see the t ratios, what I am going to get it. Cos, you can take adjacent by hypotenuse by adjacent. These are positive, this is negative. That is the reason cos is positive and sec is positive. Hope you understand why it is positive, why it is negative. Hope you understand, everyone. Hope you understand. This is the circle. It's maybe my handwriting is not that good. That's good, not explaining it. Okay, I'll make it more clear. Okay, so I have understood. Please note down this. Okay, note down, take the screenshot of this. I'll just show you what happened exactly. Okay, so what I was saying here, the simple funda I was saying here, if I am taking a circle here, I am taking a point here, I am dropping here, this if I speak not in terms of x and y, if I see 3 is adjacent hypotenuse, like that. Okay, so this is what here, this is the theta, this is a positive one and this is positive one and this is positive one. Radius is always positive. So if this is positive, all are getting positive. If I am taking another here and dropping here, so this one will be negative, this one will be positive, this one will be positive. If this is the theta, you can speak this, which one is positive? Sine theta, cos theta is sine theta, sec theta is cosec theta is positive. If I am taking another point here and if I join this one and drop this one, this is negative and this is also negative, y-axis is negative. So tan will be positive, you are going to get. If I take a point here, if I drop here and the perpendicular, if this is the theta, if I am considering like that. Okay, so here this is positive and this is negative, this is negative, this is positive and this is positive. So that is the reason cos is positive here. So hope you understand in which quadrant who is positive, who is negative, and reason for that you have understood, right? Now let us discuss the main point. Okay, main topic, we have to discuss it. Okay, so let us discuss that mainly. Here I am going to focus on this. main thing. That is, you have understood this is 90 minus theta and 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta, this is clear, and this is 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta, this is clear, 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, this is clear, and this is 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta. Hope these are clear, right? And you understood all are positive. Here you got sine and cosec is positive, here you got tan and cot is positive, here you got cos and sec is positive, and reasons you have come to know why they are positive, right? Now what I want to say here, if you are taking a right angle triangle, remember this one, if remember this one, I am just going to explain. This is 90 degrees. If this is the theta, then this will be 90 minus theta. I am discussing about reductions of 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 270 minus theta, 360 plus theta and 360 minus theta. I am going to explain you reductions on that. So here this is 90. So if you go for this sine theta, if I teach you sine theta, what is the sine theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. So if I take this is ABCD, ABC is the right angle triangle, opposite that is AB by AC. I get like this. Okay, then what is the cos theta? Let me know cos theta. Cos theta is equal to what? Adjacent by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC. Okay, now if I talk about the tan theta is equal to what? Opposite by adjacent, that is I am going to get it, right? So if I speak about angle to this one, if I speak that is sine 90 minus theta, what I am going to get is sine 90 minus theta, sine 90 minus theta. If I speak about this one, sine 90 minus theta, that is here opposite, this will be hypotenuse, this will be, so I am going to get BC by AC. And cos 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta, what I am going to get here? Cos 90 minus theta according to this is, I am going to get here opposite, this one, this is adjacent and this is a, so I am going to get here AB by AC. Okay, so cot theta I am going to get as BC by AB, right? BC by AB. So what you understand is sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So what you understand here, sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, and cos 90 minus theta is what? Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Okay, or tan 90 minus theta will be what? Tan 90 minus theta will be cot theta. Cot 90 minus theta will be what? Tan theta. So this is the reduction, you have to know it. This is very simple one. So what I want to tell you is, main thing you have to remember is 90 plus 90, whenever you have 90, okay, in 90 plus and minus theta, the sign will be changed as into cos and cos will be changed into sine. Means sine is going to cos, cos is going to sine. And here 270 plus or minus theta, in this also 90 multiple, odd multiples, 90 odd multiples, all these things are applicable for 90 odd multiples. So 93 is a 270. So here also sin theta will get the answer is cos theta will get the answer of sin theta. And the same way here sin cos over, so tan theta will be getting as a cot theta will be getting as tan theta. It is going to change, I am just telling you. If I say sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. So this is going to be changed, okay. And sec 90 minus theta will be cosec theta, cosec minus 90 minus theta will be sec theta. So what I want to say here, 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 270 minus theta, the sine will change into cos, cos will change into sine. Tan will change into cot, cot will change into tan, and sec will be changed into cosec, cosec will be changed into sec. And one more thing is 180 plus or minus theta and 360 plus or minus theta, no change. Here is no change. In this case is no change. Reasons I'll tell you later. In this thing, sine theta, as usual you will get sine theta itself, and cos theta will get as cos theta, and sec theta will get as sec theta, to whatever, tan theta will be tan theta. So trigonometric ratio is there is no changes in this. So you understood here, 90 plus or minus theta, sine is 90 odd multiples. Remember that 90 odd multiples, sine change into cos, cos change into sine, tan change into cot, cot change into tan, and sec change into cosec, cosec change into sec. And if it is even multiples of 90, even multiples like 90 into 2 180, 90 into 4 360, there in that time there is no change. Sine is sine, cos is cos, tan is tan, cot is cot. There is no change. Now why I explain these things? Now if I came to know so many things, and you can do the screenshot of this, and we will do some problems here, you will understand, we will find some angles, and definitely we are going to use these all the things, and we are going to find few things here. So let's understand this concept very clear. Okay, let us start now. If I want to say that sine, okay, sine 270 plus theta is equal to how much? I want to know sine 270 plus theta is how much. So I just told you 90 odd multiple sine changes, sine 90 odd multiple change. So sine will change into what? Cos. So I can write this answer is cos theta, but I have to see the sign of this. Sine I have to see, that is most important. So sine, if I want to see 270 plus theta here, in 270 plus theta, this is the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, sine is negative. So the answer is minus cos theta. That's it. So if I want to find here, I want to find cosec 270 minus theta. I want to find cosec 270 minus theta. You know that 270 is going to change. Cosec is going to change as what? Cosec is going to change as what? Sec, right? Cosec is going to change as sec. This is what you understood, right? So cosec is going to change as sec, and this is a positive or negative, it is determined by the quadrant. So this is in the third quadrant. Third is tan and cot positive, so this is negative, shows the answer will be negative. So this is the beauty of mathematics, you have to understand this. So you want to find, suppose I want to find, why we are doing this? Suppose I want to find sine 120 degrees value. What is sine 120? So I can write this one as what? Here sine 90 plus 30 degrees. Okay, so 90 plus 30 degrees I can write as sine, and also I can write this one as sine 180 minus 60 degrees. You know sine 180 minus 60 is 120 and 90 plus 30 is 120. Now as I told you, sine 90 odd multiples will be changed. So sine will change as what? Here cos, that is understood, and here this theta will come, so cos 30 this value. And here the same way, here sine is in 180 no change, so sine is the sine only itself, and the theta will occupy here. Theta is what? Here 60, so sine 60. So this value is become this one. And let us see the sine 90 plus theta in the second quadrant. So sine is positive here, and 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta is the second quadrant, so sine is positive. You can see the value of sine 120 here. So sine 60 is equal to how much? Root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is how much? Root 3 by 2. Answer is root 3 by 2. So I came to know sine 120 degrees is root 3 by 2. So you want to find angles like this, then we use this concept of allied reductions we are using, right? Understood? I hope you understand. So now you can see the questions here like that. Cos 240, I want to find cos 240. So I can write as cos 240 can be written as 270 minus 30 I can write. Right? This is I can write like this. So cot pi by 4. Cot pi by 4. So I can write as what here? Pi plus pi by 4 I can write. Pi plus pi by 4 is pi by 4, correct? So now you can understand this is in which quadrant? 270 minus theta. This is 270, this is 270 minus theta, right? and 180 plus theta, 180 plus theta means it is showing is the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant. Cos in the third, all tan and cot is positive here, rest all negative. So tan here is the negative, this is negative, and cos, I told you, when you have 270 it is going to change, cos is going to change as sine, and I am going to get sine 30 degrees. Sine 30 degrees value is how much? Is right, cos is going to change as sine, so the sine 30 degrees is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Like this one, I want to find this value, cot pi plus pi by 4, cot pi plus pi by 4. So 180 plus theta, this quadrant, cot is positive here, so the positive answer. And I am going to get here cot 180 plus theta, this is pi is 180 plus theta, 180 no change, so cot pi by 4 I get. Cot pi by 4 value is how much? 1. So this value is 1 and this value is minus 1 by 2. Like these values you want to find, we can use these things, and you know you can find like this. Suppose sine 180 I want to find, sine 180 degrees, so I can write as sine 90 plus 90. I can use this 180, I can use this is also. So here in this way what I can say that sine 90 plus 90, so 90 plus theta, that is sine 90 plus theta, which quadrant it is? Sine 90 plus theta, this quadrant. So sine is positive here, I came to know sine is positive. In 90 sine is change into cos, so cos 90 I am going to get, this is I am going to get cos 90. What is cos 90 value? Cos 90 is how much? 0, right? So sine 180 is 0 I will get. Okay, understood what I said? So the answer is 0. So hope you understand this, what I said, all this information, and according to this we are going to do many things tomorrow lecture. Till then, take care, bye bye.